Hi, it's Lynn. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have a book talk on Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. This book was so good. Can't even explain. I'm mind blown by how good this book was. I'm singing. Don't know why. I'm going to stop now. But this book was fantastic. Oh my god. I can't even explain how good it was. You just have to read it for yourself. So I'm going to give you a good synopsis that's going to tell you if you want to read this. So if this seems interesting to you, you should read it. So Finding Audrey is about our main character, Audrey, who suffers from severe anxiety. To be specific, social anxiety. It's pretty self-explanatory, social anxiety, but if you don't know much about it, Google it, you'll find out a lot about it, and you can learn about it. But that's actually, because of her social anxiety, that's why she always wears sunglasses all the time, because she can't deal with eye contact right now, which is a part of her social anxiety, and which results in her not being able to communicate well with people, or not even being able to hang out, or just be around people in general. And she actually doesn't even leave the house anymore, and she's being pulled out of school because of how severe her disorder has gotten. So she does not even leave the house anymore, and it's really even hard for her to interact properly around her family. So she basically just stays alone in her room all the time. So, and she learns in this book, how to find herself, as the title suggests, and she slowly learns how to interact with the real world, and Audrey learns how to she's finding love for the first time, and it's such a sweet book. And I think that's all I'm going to say about it, because it's a contemporary, and it's really short, and if I say anything more about it, I will spoil you. And we don't want spoilers here, do we? No, you don't want to get spoiled. No. So before you leave, non-spoilery people, I'm just going to tell you how good this was. It was so good. I gave it a 10 out of 10. And if this was a test right here, now the teacher, 100% A+. Woo! Check. Yeah, that's how good it was. I'm not even exaggerating. It's so worth the hype that's been getting on BookTube. This book is getting so much hype on BookTube, it's not even funny. But it is funny, because some people, think, oh, it's not worth the hype. Hyped up stuff, not good. But, it is good. It's really good. It's so good. And guess what? I didn't put, high expectations on this book, so I enjoyed it even more. And it took me out of my reading slump, too, guys. It took me out of my reading slump. Well, I actually can't say that officially, because I haven't started another book yet. I finished it last night. But I'm planning to start another book right after this, so hopefully this took me out of my reading slump. It's amazing. So, yeah. That's all I'm going to say about this book. It was fantastic, and I definitely recommend you read it. Yeah, okay. Bye, non-spoilery people. Bye, bye, bye. Read the book, and then you can come discuss it with me. Bye, bye, bye. Okay, oh my god, this book, so relatable. So relatable. Can't even explain how relatable this book was. You think that you can't relate to this book if you don't have anxiety, but you can. Oh my god, let's display the book here. Can you see it? Oh. Ooh, there. Nice displayed. Okay. So relatable, this book. Oh my god. And because I just want to talk about how relatable this book was and how it really relates to this new generation, my generation. Sophie Kinsella did such a good job on this. Because this book came out, I don't know, a month ago, a couple weeks ago, I don't even know. July, I'm pretty sure it came out, right? Not exactly sure on that, so don't quote me on that. But it has so much of the stuff that's, in this generation that is popular, like Starbucks, like how they keep going to Starbucks. Come on, we all know how popular Starbucks is now, and Frappuccinos, and Audrey likes Frappuccinos, and it's amazing. We also got how YouTube is a big thing, and electronics, and how kids are addicted to their electronics, phones, video games, whatever, how kids are. And there was just one part of the book, I actually did an annotation here because I didn't want to forget about it. It was really early on in the book. I don't know if I can find it right now. Here, okay. I'll read it to you. Here we are. I find a clip of some LOC battle with Archie commentating. Archie's a YouTuber from Sweden who makes videos that Frank loves. Now he's a gamer, a YouTube gamer, and he's from Sweden. I don't know if she meant to do this, Sophie. Oh God, almost fell. We're good. I don't know if she meant to do this, but Archie, as soon as I did that, I wrote an annotation there saying PewDiePie reference ? LOL. Was that PewDiePie reference? You know PewDiePie comes from Sweden. He's a gamer. He plays games. He comments on them. He does commentary. I feel like that was like a PewDiePie reference right there. That I just know. Am I the only one who noticed that? Is it just me? I don't know. But yeah, we got this whole Starbucks thing, and I really love how relatable this book was. Now, let's talk about Audrey. Even though Audrey has anxiety, I could still relate to her very much just because I am a shy person. You might see me outgoing and doing weird stuff here, but I am not like that in real life. I'm only like that. Well, I am like this in real life, but only with people that I really know. Like my good friends, my family, not even all my family, only my immediate family, because sometimes I feel even shy around my family sometimes. And yeah, so I'm quite the shy person. It's better now. When I was younger, oh my God, I would not even talk to anybody. No, I was terrified of talking to, like, going up to someone at the cashier and asking them how much something was. I would not do it. Like, I'd be like, forget it, I'm not buying that. Like, that's how bad it was. So I'm much better now, obviously. So that's good. But I just found Audrey so relatable, and I don't have any siblings, right? So even Audrey has siblings, but I felt like her family, I still found that I know this family, her family I can relate to, because one of my best friends, her family is exactly like that. She has a brother, she doesn't have a younger brother, she has an older brother, and he plays video games all the time. I'm not even kidding. When I'm over there, his mom's like, she's yelling at him. He has these huge headphones on, he's listening to whatever's on the game, and he's like at the TV, and he's like with his controllers playing whatever, and she's yelling at him, and he doesn't hear, and he's like, what? And then she gets so mad at him, and I just felt that because I'm always at my best friend's house doing that, right? Watching, we just hang out, and then her brother's there playing video games, and his mom gets so mad at him because he consistently plays those video games, and I just found that so relatable. Now, let's actually talk about the book now. So, my favorite character had to be Audrey because, as I said, she's really relatable, and I don't know, I just found her, I think I didn't find her too depressing. I thought she'd be more depressed than she is, because she said some of her side effects of the anxiety she has depression. I didn't find her that depressing, other than the times when her lizard brain, which I really like, started freaking out. She'd be like, what's the point of me even living? I don't even know why I'm here, like, I'm so stupid, this and that, you know. Other than that, I didn't even find her that depressing. And I don't know, I really liked her, and I really like how she really developed during the story. And something that really annoyed her though, but we can all relate to, is that when she was getting better near the end of the book, she was getting to, how do I explain it? She was getting too ahead of herself, thinking she's already perfect, and she wasn't, you know. I was happy that she was off her medication. I didn't realize she was off it. I thought she was still taking it, but she was off it completely, and I think she was getting way too ahead of herself, especially when she went to Dr. Sarah and she's like, I'm not this jaggedy line anymore, I'm this straight line, always good, always perfect. Now, and in my head I was thinking, I understand why she's like that, because making progress like that takes a long time, and she's impatient. We're all impatient when it comes to stuff like that, right? So, even if it's not exactly her situation, we're all impatient when it comes to progressing in a serious situation. And I think she got too ahead of herself, but it's not like I can get mad at her for that, because I can relate to that myself, and I'm sure plenty of us can. So, I'm happy she got off her medication, and then I'm really happy that at the end of the book she realized that everybody is a jaggedy line. Like, you know how she did the graph, jaggedy line like that. I love how she realized that not only her, she's a jaggedy line, but everyone else is too. Her mom, her brother, all her friends, they're all like that, a jaggedy line. Everyone has their ups and downs, but, you know, everybody's like that. It's not just her. And I really enjoyed that she made that huge step and finally realizing that. So I was really proud of her. I really love how her character developed, and I was actually super duper proud of Audrey. And I'm grateful for Linus. Is that how you say his name? Linus, I'm guessing. Linus, he really helped Audrey. If Linus never came, Audrey would still be the same. Oh my god, that rhymed. I'm so proud. But if Linus never came, Audrey would be the same, and so we really have to appreciate Linus. And I love the ice cream thing he did with the coconut ice cream and the little dares he gave her. Oh, talk to this person, go ask this person where the circus is. Like, those things actually really helped her, whether of course he knew, but and she knew this herself. She would get panicky, but then, you know, she'd be fine. That one time when they went up to that guy in Starbucks who was working, and she was like, where's the Wi-Fi? I got so scared that she would flip out and like start bawling her eyes out in the middle of the store, the shop. And I was like, oh my god, no, don't do this, Audrey, don't do this. But you know, she was fine. She like had a little tear, but she was like, no, I'm good. And then Linus went up to him and he started talking to him nonstop. I really liked that. Linus was great. Linus is amazing. I love Linus. He was so sweet. Linus was amazing. So, and at the end when they had that fight, and I was like, no, don't fight, no. He kind of flipped out at the end, but I understand why he flipped out, because he realized, you know, like, you don't have to do this. You don't have to go talk to Izzy. Is that her name? Yeah, Izzy. And then at the end when she was talking to him, she was like, you know what, Linus was right. I don't have to do this. I don't have to talk to him. And then she does that thing. She texts him, and oh my god. And then she starts taking the pills. I was like, what's going on? Like, obviously she had a little meltdown right there. And that's what happens when you get too ahead of yourself like that. Now, I kind of expected that already, that she get too ahead of herself. When she started like saying, oh, I'm perfect, I'm all cured, like that. And when she started doing that, I was expecting somewhere in the book, near the end, she would have a meltdown because she got too ahead of herself and thought she could do everything and stuff like that. So I kind of expected that. And then when they couldn't find her, I was like, oh my god. I didn't think she died or anything. I just was really concerned for her because she took so many of those. She took like three or four of those pills. Like, that was insane. That was insane. I was like, no, don't take that much. Like, seriously, you don't need them right now. Just calm down, breathe. She didn't even do her breathing technique. As soon as, like, Linus didn't answer the text, she was like, oh, give me the pills, give me the pills. Like, she was all like that. And I was like, no, calm down. You don't need them. Just breathe. But, you know, she didn't breathe. So, you know, and then her mom started, like, attacking Linus. Like, this is all your fault. And I was like, no. But, you know, sort of a happily ever after, sort of. Now, I really want to talk about the whole gaming thing too. How her mom kind of annoyed me a bit, but you know, I love her family so much that they support her through everything. Like, there's no point where they get frustrated with her. Like, why can't you do this on your own? Why can't you do this on your own? Why are you always like this? Why don't you try to help yourself? I like how they just let her go on her own pace of helping herself, and I really love that, how they just support her through everything. And it's like in my heart and under black holes, this isn't a spoiler or anything, what's her name, Adele, her mom is always like, her family didn't support her through all the problems she was going through for depression and all. It's like they didn't even notice, okay? And I love how in Finding Audrey, Audrey's parents support whatever she's going through. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. It was amazing and heartwarming. And I loved when Frank and her mom always got into fights. Like, oh no, you can't play video games. And it's like, yeah, I can. Stop telling me what to do. And he got into cooking. I don't know. That was kind of weird. He just got into cooking right away. You know, Audrey came home and he was like chopping whatever. And she's like, what happened to Frank? And then they had that tournament at the end, and finally both their parents started to support the whole video gaming thing. They kind of grew up, their characters kind of developed in figuring out their kids can't be the same as how they were when they were kids. It's just not possible with all the stuff we live in now. Like, when Audrey's dad was like, come on, everything involves internet and computers nowadays. And then Audrey's mom got mad at him, but then she realized that he was right, and they kind of grew to accept that, of course, their kids wouldn't be like them when they were kids. It's really almost impossible for that to happen. So I really, really like that. The only thing I wanted was an epilogue. Now, I really want an epilogue because I want to see, like, years later and see how she's dealing with everything now. I'm pretty sure if it was years later, she'd be okay right now because of the amazing progress she's going through. But I really want to see an epilogue, but there's no epilogue. So that kind of hurt. I wanted an epilogue, but you know, we can't always get what we want. I learned that. What's that song? You can't always get what you want. Learned that from that song. Yeah. And there's one more thing I want to talk about. I really loved when Dr. Sarah gave her that thing that she should make a documentary or whatever, and we got these film transcripts. They were hilarious. Oh my god. This book had so much humor in it. I didn't expect it to have this much humor. Oh my, they were so funny. I couldn't... It was so funny. All the humor. Those transcripts had so much humor in them. They were hilarious. So good. Okay. Yeah, so that's about it for this book talk. I would like to know what you thought of this book and what you would rate this book. As I said, I basically gave it 100%. This book was amazing. And yeah, it was so good. I didn't even expect it to be this good, really. I was like, it's probably going to be okay. And I think this is Sophie Kinsella's first YA book, right? I know she wrote the Shopaholic series. But I think this is her first YA book, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!